Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new poll video. Today's poll is going to be leagues for rewards and Scar Essence mine. So let's get started. And like always with these poll videos, if you guys don't know, you have until Friday the 8th of September. The main part of this poll is going to be around the leagues for rewards, but let's begin. Question 1 states, should the Trailblazer Reloaded outfit, which is a cosmetic armor, should it be added to the league reward shop? This will consist of 3 tiers of the cosmetic outfit that represents the league. And with the picture on screen now, as you guys can see, it is a red outfit this time. On the far left we have tier 1, which is basically just a burgundy outfit. Tier 2 has got a little bit of lighter red as the trim. Tier 3 you get like some weird little torch by looks of it, and on the far right of the picture you can see the back of the top. So do I think this should be added to the game? Most definitely. They've always brought an outfit with them with the rewards of this. It just shows that people can show off the outfits if they really wanted to, and then it lets you bring like some sort of like accolade from the temporary game mode back to your main account. But let's move on anyways. Question 2 is, should the Trailblazer Reload banner, which is a cosmetic weapon, be added to the league's reward shop? And this banner is basically just like any other banner in game. You will just be putting it in your main hand slot. In my opinion, it does look quite good, to be fair. It is all red. Again, it'll be on screen. It looks like it's got like some sort of horns at the top of it, which holds the actual banner itself. It does look very, very good. In my opinion, it probably should be added into the game. Question 3 is, should the Trailblazer Reloaded League home teleport animation be added to the league's reward store? And this animation actually does look really cool. If you guys have ever seen stuff like a sprint race or something, you know, with like the Olympics and stuff like that, it's basically that. Then at the end of the animation you will be leaving a little bit of like a firecracker fire behind, because obviously you've teleported. It does look quite cool. I do think that this should be added into the game as well. But let's move on to question 4. Question 4 is, should the Trailblazer Reloaded Din's Bulwark ornament kit be added to the league's reward store? And this one actually really does look very good. This, in my opinion, is probably one of the better things on this entire list. It could even be one of them things where you could just collect it, just because of how cool it looks. In my opinion, probably one of the best rewards they've added as of right now. And I could see a lot of people using this as like a little bit of a fashionscape item. So I do think this should be added into the game. Question 5 is, should the Trailblazer Reloaded Toxic Blowpipe ornament kit be added to the league's reward store? It looks okay, but I feel like the Toxic Blowpipe itself looks decent. It looks very, very unique, but it doesn't look too bad. And I'm pretty sure the orange on the blowpipe, it kind of blends in with the Zora Magma variation, you know, like with the wingspan and whatnot on the actual blowpipe. So it could be a good thing to add. I do feel like a lot of people will use it, so I would say yes. The next question is, should the Trailblazer Reloaded Rejuvenation Pool ornament kit be added to the league's reward store? This would only be used on the ornate rejuvenation pool. And again, I will just put the picture on screen for that one. And it does look quite cool, to be fair. So the actual pool itself will turn to like a grey stone colour with a red accent, and then it will have flames on top of it, which in my opinion, it does look quite cool, but I'm not too sure if it will actually fit the scenery in your house itself. But just like the rest of these, I'm gonna vote yes for this one, just because it does look quite cool. I feel like you could get a couple of unique designs, and you could have a lot more creation with future things down the line on changing other stuff via league rewards down the line. So I feel like this could be a good thing to add into the game. Question number 7 is, should the Trailblazer Reloaded alchemy animation as described in the blog be added to the league's reward shop? The alchemy one, in my opinion, it looks a lot better than the default one. Rather than it being like some weird little light thing what's going up and down, it looks like you're actually getting rid of the object in your hands, and then it's kind of doing like a chemical reaction, and then it is creating these sparks, and it does look a lot better in my opinion rather than the default one. So I'm going to vote yes for that one. Question number 8 is, should the Trailblazer Reloaded Vengeance animation as described in the blog be added to the League's reward store? So this Vengeance animation, in my opinion, does look a lot better than the previous one. The same skull animation is going to happen, but it's also going to have the, I'm guessing it's going to be like yellow flames from its mouth, its eyes, and the back of the skull. I do feel like this would be a good thing to add into the game. And question number 9 is, should the Trailblazer Reloaded death and respawn animations be added to the League's reward store? So the death animation would be a little bit like the same, but instead of you falling to the floor, you will basically just be incinerated. I think that's a good thing to do. Because then it kind of gives you an animation of you actually disappearing somewhere rather than just falling to the floor and then just spawning in Lumbridge or wherever your spawn location is. And then the respawn animation is basically from you being incinerated, you will then kind of like just reappear in a in like a little fireball type thing, or like some sort of chemical reaction happening, and then you will be alive basically, and you can just go on your way. So do I think it'll be a good thing to add? I do believe it would be. I feel like it could be a fun thing to just witness. And the final question for this poll is, should this Scar Essence mine as described in the blog be added to old school RuneScape? So this Scar Essence mine, basically it's going to require level 66 mining to get to. And there's going to be some sort of coffer or payment method for you to be able to use it, and you will be mining tainted essence, and then to extract this you'll be extracting it either as you'll be making extracts or you'll be making a pure essence. And it says in the blog that you can make up to around 10,000 pure essence an hour, but the main purpose of this is to make extracted essences. There will be 4 different types. There will be scarred, which I believe is soul and bloods. There is mangled, there is twisted, and there is warped. So all 4 of these things will then let you go and do, I'm pretty sure it's some sort of rune crafting, and you will be making a considerably amount more than what you would be if you didn't have this in your inventory. Do I think it should be added into the game? I'm pretty sure the main purpose of this is for the people who were concerned about how many blood runes they were using in like their staffs and stuff like that, and the amount of money they have to pay and whatnot to try and gather as many blood runes as they need to recharge these items. So I feel like this is like an alternative way on how you can go ahead and go and get, let's say for example, your blood runes. If you have an extracted sacred catalytic infuser or whatever it's called, this will let you gather a lot more blood runes a lot more quickly than what you would do if you didn't have one. But do I think it could be a good alternative way to go ahead and try and collect the blood runes, and so you can go and manually do it rather than trying to spend as much money as possible and not really getting the benefits from you spending as much money. I do think it should be added into the game just so people have that option, whether they can go and spend a couple of hours of their downtime going and collecting these I think for the blood runes it was something called, for blood runes it was the sacred one. So do I think it is a good thing to add? I do believe it should be added into the game, and these are my questions for right now. I think we voted yes for everything. In fact we voted yes for everything. So they are my questions, or they are my answers to that poll. But like I said at the start of this video, you guys have until Friday the 8th of September. I'm pretty sure the date we are on right now, as of me uploading this video, is the Tuesday the 5th of September. So you have a few more days. You've got until Friday. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video. Let me know on these polls if you want to see more of them. I did stop doing them, but I decided to just bring it back because I thought this one was a quite important one. Or do you want me to just cover the important ones? But I've been Ben. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed, please like, comment and subscribe. I hope you guys have all enjoyed nevertheless, and I will catch you in the next video. Goodbye.